Hi guys, so today I'm doing a reading vlog of Bonds of Hercules. This is my first mythology ever book besides the Lightning Thief. But there's a difference because the Lightning Thief was basically why children in Greek mythology. Now, since I've been to Greece and Rome and all that, I kind of am becoming more intrigued with mythology since I've been to Greece, Athens, and the museums and kind of studying like art history and the culture and mythology and hieroglyphics in Egypt and all that. So Egypt, Rome, Greece, I love studying about the gods and goddesses and mythology. So I'm trying to become more intrigued with that, but it's so hard to be honest, because there's so many different gods and goddesses that you're kind of just like, it's mind-boggling, yet it's fascinating. So on that note, I have picked up this book because I heard it was good. And also, my audiobook, it's a classic, which is, I never read classic, but this one, it's called The Odyssey. And I have read it when I was in high school and in college, and all I can remember was this guy named Homer, and goes on this boat, ship, whatever you want to call it, and he wants to see his wife, and he has certain limited dates, but he sees the Cyclops. I think the Cyclops is like a one-eye monster, if I remember correctly. I don't remember, my high school was so long ago, like back in 2004, and my college was like in 2010, but I don't remember much. I remember there's some dude and some one-eyed Cyclops monster. I think that's what Cyclops means. And I don't know if he gets eaten by it or whatever happens, I don't know. And he's like all these sirens, right? So I don't think he ever makes it, and he's invited to a dinner with like all these people and sirens, and I don't think he ever makes it to his wife, or maybe it's too late. I don't know, because I haven't read it since 2004 and 2010, and we're living like in the year of 2026, so like I don't remember shit. That's what I recall. So, I am listening to the audiobook, and it's good. I do want to watch the movie, but I don't know. I really want to. I don't know. But it's a hyped movie. Anyways, I'm not here to talk about that. Honestly, this is a reading vlog solely focusing on Bonds of Hercules, and I'm just like, that I love it. I'm like, I don't know, because this is my first mythology book. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't that good. I probably would give it a 3 out of 5 stars. Wow. I don't know. I don't know, because this is my first one, maybe? I really don't know what to expect. So this one, like, I have awakened my powers, and things are spiraling out of control. Everybody's better beware. Things are about to get very messy. And then it says, I am Hercules, but my powers and are not what they seem. I'm trapped in a marriage with my 2 enemies, and I have accidentally joined a cult. To make matters worse, Odysseus and Karen are trying to seduce me. It doesn't help that my mentors, Achilles and Patroclus, are acting really strange. Now, a dangerous prisoner has escaped from the underworld, and things are spreading out of control. Men are fighting over me. Mysteries are unfolding left and right, and I have had enough. Everybody better be aware, because I am fighting in the gladiator competition and seizing my power. Things are about to get very messy. First part. This is the end. Okay, because our Roman fires and in the Colosseum. It has content warning. So be aware. And these are all the Olympians houses. Okay. So I don't really remember what happened in this book because I read this some quite long ago. Okay, so according to, this is by Plato, according to Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Fearing their powers, you just split them in 2 separate parts, leaving them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. I don't know that. Alright, and then it says, okay, so we open up with a bloody scene. Hades is being killed, and human casualties are basically happening. There's a war between Hades and Titan. We're going to agency, and then we have Hydra, who's a dragon, and we have a dragon. We have Perseus, and we have Hercules, and they're fighting this ugly giant. This is cool for dragons. And it says, in a perfect world, I would never leave his side. In a perfect world, I would be human. I wasn't. This was Sparta. God, please save my soul. And this dragon is like running flame and okay. And then he says, she could taste my delirium. She knows my murderous blood was blowing me awry, and thoughts were slowly melting with it. Alright, so now I see a dark creature who was rumored to have power over plants. And okay, their marriage bond had twisted her creature powers into something insidious. She sunk deep into the rocks. The plants, she sunk deep in rocky soil and cleaned up. And she could literally feel every person, animal, and plant that roamed across it. The longer anyone stayed, the more in tune she was with them. She could never deceive her. And it was why, except for my parents, the island was abandoned. No one from Sparta visited her. Alright, and the dragons, fire, illuminate, and love her eyes. Live in safety. Be better to those who hurt you. Okay, and then it says, but after 20 agonizing years in the world, I would finally accept the truth. I was at aid where life would ease. I was destined to make those who hurt me suffer. Sparta no more. I would wield my power, and if I would die trying. Most likely the latter. Damn. And it says, persuasion is supposed to echo with the power. I will walk. If you walk this path, it will not be easy. The cost of your soul will be great, but I believe in you. You can pay it. You just won't emerge the same. Remember, our world is not a kind. I have already lost everything, my freedom, mortality, and humanity. And then he said, her power isn't restless like ours. We were born for this battle. And then it says, remember what I taught you these past months. Survival in Sparta is all about power and fear. You must learn to embrace and harness your more complicated feelings. No one fear the same. Either we run from what we really are, or we own it and become legends. Your power is poison, and you will excel in the gladiator competition. You have nothing to fear from the assembly of death. You are my daughter. They will come to fear you. Oh my God. And this is blood. Both our blood runs in the veins. You are our miracle child. I don't want it is. It's like, after you have all your weapons, you have what it takes. And then she fights in the summer in the Colosseum. I have to. He's over. And and then he goes, you and I, two of the most dangerous Spartans on earth, but danger is nothing more without power. And power does not exist without fear. Make them fear you. And just like keep repeating it, make them fear you, make them fear. And so she enters. And it's like, and so obviously she's scared. Alex's, Katie's daughter is scared. She runs away, and they're like, you're nothing but a failure. And she's like, and it's like, I got betrayed. And it's like, nothing very, but I have done nothing but run away. And so, but I have done the unforgivable. I lost, defeated and broken, and she feels so much pain coming from her parents. Because they're supposed to fear her. And so it's kind of like, she doesn't want to get hurt. She doesn't want to get injured by these Spartans. And she says Alex is back and forth between approaching men and deeper woods with wild eyes. Like she was debating her options. She wanted eliminate her Spartans multiple times in a row because the odds of blood loss, permanent damage, and severe dismemberment were high. We were born with an initial sense of self-preservation, and she's got scared. She's in the woods, and she's always Spartans trying to like go after her and to kill her, and she's kind of just like really scared. And then she loses. Okay, I pulled off my helmet and dropped it and showed her that I wasn't a threat, but I was. It says we need to create a tourniquet around your leg and tie it off your one. You're losing it. So she's already losing a lot of blood. And she's already injured, but she wants to keep it together. And it's like, I feel so bad for her. She's like, your powers are stronger now. But I'm like, how are you stronger when, and it seems, was it worth hurting me just for your powers? Did you get everything you wanted? So you don't understand. I wasn't like that. The Olympians, the oppression, don't attack your life. Just come with me. Don't kidnap her. You tracked me. And you stalked me like an animal, torturing me with your messed up powers. Your powers are running out. And she's like, yeah, but I never asked you to be anything. And I feel bad for Alexis. And then she's like, yeah, let's remove that. I wonder if she survives. I don't. She's like, okay, yeah, because I don't think she survives because she's like, I'm ready to die. And she feels like she's bleeding, and she's like, no, you're a strong, independent woman. You must fight. And it's like, I just feel like I just betrayed my father, and I'm just in agony, and I just want to scream, and she in this real dark world, I just like scream, and like escape this world, and I mean, yeah, so she's in all these bandages, and she was shot and left in the meat 3 times. I mean, she's kind of like over it. Like, she just wants to leave. And her vision is getting blurry, and she's like in this world of darkness and blood all over her flesh. And now she's like in this kind of depression because people are trying to hurt her multiple times, even though she's already injured. And she's married to this one guy. But it's like, look, if I die, then I don't know. So Petro comes, like, her husband, to kind of just stop this tradition. So it says, 1,000 years ago, it was even a tradition for lower rank Spartan soldiers to slice off their fingers, hands, feet, and sometimes the entire leg. They would stitch them onto a higher rank Spartan to unlock appendages in the battle. It used to be the ultimate sign of respect and honor, but the practice was now considered barbaric. And so like, Alexis, Hades' daughter, Alexis, who's fighting in the Colosseum now, she's already injured multiple times. People keep injuring her. And now she's like, look, I married you, Petro. You must follow this Spartan tradition. But nobody's following the law. So it's like, I don't know what to do. And it's kind of like I don't really like this book because there's so much violence, and there doesn't need to be. And it's like, that's my thing I gave it. Because it was just like so much blood and violence. But does she need it? I don't think she does. I think she does. I think she dies. I don't remember. I can't really remember that. I don't think Alexis survives. And I know there's other characters and gods and goddesses in this book, but I'm only interested in Alex because I felt so bad for her. Like, she doesn't want anything to do with his work, and so she just wants the games to stop. She even says, "Stop the games, I made my gun." And some guy's like, "Grow up, Alex." The cruel man who tormented me was back. There was a lot at stake. Stop pretending you don't feel it too. Wait, feel what? I fired, but he disappeared. Time dragged on, and I ran through the course, and like, I walked the path between them, scanning the darkness, light flash, and large shadows that sat on top of the building. And she gets hit again. And she doesn't want to. And she's like, please, like, stop the firing of the guns. And no, it's like, make them fear you. And I'm like, no one fears the weak. Okay, so Hades keeps saying that. And she's like, no one fears the weak. So why does it matter? And there's so much fire and explosions and screaming, and they're in this dark times. And I'm like, true. I was like, look, I'm marrying you, you had to stop this war. Because they're breaking all these laws. So, I think she dies. So yeah, I think she dies. And I don't know. I just really didn't like this book. Okay, so it was just like, I think I'm gonna stop there because I don't know how to explain this book other than that Alexis was supposed to go into college. She was supposed to like, Hades wanted her to be like this strong, fearless woman, but she not that strong and powerful, and just like being shot multiple times. That she's asking her husband because her father Hades not listening. She goes to her husband. She's like, "Look, you married me," and when she stopped the war because they're kind of killing multiple times. When in Spartan law it says it you only do this is to turn them out and then you're fine. But obviously they're breaking Spartan law and traditions. Can you go fix it and break it and stop this bloody war? And she's like, look, how are they gonna fear me if I'm already weak? And I think she died. I don't know, maybe. But anyways, I didn't really like this book. And considering that it was my first mythology book, I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't really I didn't go into it with great expectations or certain hype. So I'm kind of not loving it, and I kind of give it like a 3 out of 5 stars. But that could be just me because this is my first mythology book. That's not YA or the Lightning Thief. So I didn't really like it. So 3 out of 5 stars, and I'm done talking about this because it's good. I don't care. Anyway, that's it.